Hey, have you ever thought about what your life will be like in 10 years?
Yes, I have been thinking about that lately. I started to plan my future because I want to have clear goals. For example, in terms of work, I like to work at graphic designs at an international agency. What kind of job will you have?
I hope to become a software engineer and work at a large tech company like Google or an innovative startup. Although it sounds ambitious, I am studying hard to achieve it. Also, I want to have a remote job so I can travel while working. Would you like to live in another country or will you stay here?
Actually, I'd love to move to Canada or Germany as they offer many opportunities for creatives. Plus, those countries really value work-life balance. Is all goes well, I like to buy a small apartment in a Kate city. Are you planning to buy or rent?
Good question. At first, I probably rent because I want to save and see where I feel most comfortable. But if I achieve finance stability, I would like to buy an apartment, ideally in a city with good weather and a good internet connection. And speaking of stability, how do you plan to organize your finance over the next 10 years?
I want to have an emergency fund invested in these funds and save the at least 20% of my monthly income. In fact, it is already starting to learn about financial education. What about you? How will you manage your money?
Something similar. I plan to live on a clear budget and automate my savings. I am so interested in investing in real estate if I have the opportunity. Aside from work and finance, do you see yourself married or with a family?
Yes, I like to get married before I am 35 years old. I don't know if I will have children yet, but I don't want to slay relationships and to travel a lot with my parents. Do you see yourself getting married?
Yes, although in no rush. I prefer to focus first on my personal and professional development. But if I find someone with whom I share my goals and values, I want love to build a life together. I also want to have time for my friends. How do you envision your social life?
I imagine myself is surrounded by people who experience me, uh, perhaps with a group of friends who share creative interests. I also want to continue learning new things like a photography or cooking. Do you plan to continue study or learning new things?
Definitely. I would like to pursue a master's degree and later teach of mentor online. I'm passionate about technology, but I also want to teach. I'm sure I see a balanced life, work, travel, family, and personal growth.
Some great, I think, if we keep organizations offer from now, we can achieve all of this. How exciting to think about the future is, isn't?
Yes, and the best part is that it's up to you to build it step by step.